Hi, welcome back. I'm Sage and you are watching Kalkine TV live from Sydney. And this is the Stocks in Action show. Let's have a look at the ASX 200 and the ASX listed stocks that are trending today. The S&P ASX 200 is up today, gaining 18.60 points or 0.26% to 7,047.40 at 10:37 a.m. Australian Eastern Time. The top performing stocks in the index are Super Retail Group Limited up 4.98% and Northern Star Resources Limited up 4.29%. Over the last 5 days, the index is virtually unchanged, but is currently 0.70% below its 52-week high. 6 of 11 sectors are higher along with the S&P ASX 200 index. Materials is the best performing sector, gaining 0.89% and rebounding from its recent decline. This sector is off 1.71% for the past 5 days. And on that note, let's have a look at some major news from the ASX listed companies. Let's have a look at the first big news coming from Suncorp Group. It gets APRA's approval for redemption of SML floating rate capital notes. In light of the latest decision made by Suncorp Metway Limited, Suncorp Group Limited has announced that all floating rate capital notes that are issued by SML in December 1998 on the early redemption date of 28th July 2021 shall now be redeemed with the introduction of Basel II rules in 2013. The notes have qualified as transitional Tier 2 capital for SML under regulatory requirements of APRA, which means that the notes shall no longer meet the capital requirements of SML from 1st January 2022. Approval from APRA has also been received in relation to this redemption, and Suncorp Group Limited stock opened at 10.58 Australian dollars on 4th of May 2021. And moving on to the next big news, Calidus Resources rapidly advancing construction. Warrawoona Gold Project. Calidus Resources Limited has been advancing construction at the Warrawoona Gold Project in the Pilbara at a faster rate since clearing of the processing plant area commenced. At the end of February, Calidus Resources Warrawoona Gold Project is now fully permitted and continues to advance on budget and schedule with occupancy permit obtained for 240-room accommodation village. Calidus Resources shall issue 3,100,000 fully paid ordinary shares to Macquarie Bank Limited in accordance with the Future First drawdown and under the terms of the Letter of Commitment and Credit Approved term sheet that was announced earlier. Calidus Resources Limited stock last traded at 0.38 Australian dollars. And meanwhile, this ASX listed stock is in the news today. Infomedia Limited cracks a deal to acquire US-based automotive e-commerce platform. Leading software provider Infomedia Limited, through its wholly owned subsidiary IFM Americas Inc., has entered into an agreement to acquire SimplePart, a US-based e-commerce platform. As per the agreement, the purchase price comprises of upfront consideration of US $24.5 million plus an earnout of up to US $20.5 million over 3 years. And moving on to the next big news. Mobicom to acquire 100% of Neat Tickets. Mobicom Limited announced on Tuesday it has signed a share purchase agreement to acquire 100% of Neat Tickets Pty Ltd, a business trading at Neat Ideas, for 2,040,000 Australian dollars plus up to 1.5 million shares in MBM. The acquisition suggests that Mobicom possesses the potential of not just offering blue-chip enterprise customers its agile loyalty software application, but to also manage the effective use of these loyalty schemes by procuring and delivering the rewards and recognition services on behalf of the client. Neat Ideas has a history of more than 20 years in the rewards industry with high-quality product and service offerings. Meanwhile, Mobicom Limited stock was spotted trading at Australian $0.034 per share. And meanwhile, this ASX listed stock is in the news today. Kangaroo Island Plantation finds new takeover offer. Shares are watchful. Samuel Terry Asset Management has given an unconditional on-market takeover offer to Kangaroo Island Plantation Timbers Limited on the behalf of the firm Samuel Terry Asset Management. The offer was made by third-party platform as per the ASX announcement. The third-party platform, on the behalf of bidder, has offered to acquire all of the fully paid ordinary KPT shares on market at a price of $1.05 Australian cash per share. And meanwhile, the last trade price of Kangaroo Island Plantation Timbers Limited stock was 1.125 Australian dollars per share. Thanks so much for joining us. That's all for now. Stay tuned with Kalkine TV for more live market updates, and we'll be back with more news on the market's economy and diverse themes and sectors. Sage signing off for now.